Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes the people who walk away from a system tell you more than the people desperately trying to protect it. Because years before General Lishabani stepped into that witness box and shook this courtroom to its core, there was already another investigator whose path allegedly started leading in a very different direction. Captain Joyce Buthelezi. According to testimony and growing public discussion around this case, her investigation allegedly began focusing on the people inside the house on the night Senzo Mayiwa was killed. And suddenly, the atmosphere around the investigation allegedly changed. Now here's where things become deeply uncomfortable. General Lishabani has now confirmed in court that there were two investigative teams working this case. One pushing the intruder narrative, and another allegedly believing the answers were much closer to home. And what happened to the team that was allegedly moving toward that second theory? Well, the public is now hearing allegations of intimidation, pressure, resignations, and sudden changes in leadership. Then enters Gininda and the so-called cold case unit. Even though many people are still asking a very simple question, how does a case become a cold case while it is still alive, active, and under investigation? Because from that moment onward, the direction of this case appeared to change dramatically. Affidavits started raising eyebrows. Witness versions became contested. Confusion multiplied. And today, years later, South Africans are sitting in court watching senior officers expose contradictions that should never exist inside a properly handled murder investigation. And now listen carefully to Joyce Buthelezi's own words at her farewell function. Because when she says South Africa is a violent place, and that she could never tolerate people in authority abusing power, those words suddenly hit differently after General Lishabani's testimony. Maybe her message was never just a farewell speech. Maybe it was a warning.
Our country, South Africa, is a very violent place to live in. The only hope that our citizens are having is for us to do our job and give them justice that they deserve. If we are doing wrong in front of me, especially abusing your authority to the victims, I'll never let go of you.
Powerful words. And today, those words no longer sound emotional. They sound prophetic. Because General Lishabani has now walked into court and started peeling back layers that many believed would never be exposed publicly. What we are hearing is not just disagreement between investigators. This sounds like a battle over the soul of the investigation itself. One path allegedly led toward the intruder theory. The other allegedly focused on people inside the house. And somewhere in the middle of that conflict, the original direction of the case appears to have collapsed completely. That is why South Africans are paying very close attention to Lishabani's testimony. Because if the investigation truly shifted after certain leads pointed too close to home, then this case may become remembered not only as a murder trial, but as one of the most controversial investigative failures in modern South African history. And suddenly, the pressure around the Khumalo household is growing louder than ever before. Because every new revelation raises the same uncomfortable question: what exactly changed, and who benefited when it changed? Let's listen to General Lishabani's testimony.
General, to whom was the then Captain Buthelezi, the now Colonel Buthelezi, reporting?
I don't know, because what I know is that it was from head office. That's why they talked about forensic day. That's why from the beginning, I said she was not working with me, and I've never spoken to, by that time, Captain Buthelezi. Even her, she will say she have never spoken to me.
Captain Buthelezi manje ke sewuKenel Buthelezi wayesebenza ngaphansi kobani angazi ingakho ke lapha yana ke ngoba wayebuya ke head office noma ke national office futhi ke angaze ngakhuluma naye futhi usengasho ukuthi akakaze wakhuluma nami.
The call I received was from the Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Mutiba, who said, from where you are, as long as you have never spoken to Melo, come back, because now there's a captain who is working with the NPA. They are going to solve the case.
Ucingo ke mina ngalithola labuya ke ku Provincial Commissioner uGeneral Muthiba wathi uma nje ungakakhulumi naye ke uTumelo buya kuno captain ke lapho osebenza nabashushisi sebeseduze ke ukuthi nje bafinyeleleke emaphethelweni alo icala.
That's why when I wanted to talk to what happened to Advocate Jauke, I was prevented.
Ingakho ke uma ngabe bengifisa ukuthi ke ngisho kwenzeka no advocate uChauke ngiye ngavinjwa.
Well, General, obviously that such breakthrough did not eventuate, is that correct?
Yes, my lord.
Kodwa ke lokho kokushoyo ukuthi ke uGeneral Muthiba wakusho ukuthi ke uCaptain lo sekukhona azokuthola ukuthi akuzange kwenzeke lokho yebo kuyiqiniso.
You mentioned someone being put in the witness protection. Who was put in the witness protection program?
It was alleged that now Captain Buthelezi is about to take that Tumela to the witness protection.
Okwashiwo ke kwakuwukuthi ke uCaptain Buthelezi wayezothatha yena ke uTumela leyo amhambise aye kwi-witness protection la ekuvikelwa khona ofakazi.
And I was happy about that, my lord.
Mina ke ngangijabulile ngaloko.
Did you know from which unit she is? There is now Captain Buthelezi or Lieutenant Colonel Buthelezi?
My lord, no, because what I was told, as I said before, is that she was able to, she was working in the cult unit, she's able to interview those type of suspects. But at that time, I must say it, openly, my lord, I only got a call from Lieutenant General Muthiba to say, yes, I know that you are there to solve the case, but even if you are in charge, come back to the province, because the prosecution are saying that they are about to solve the case. But up so far, the case was never solved.
Ngangazi ke ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi ke wayesebenza ke ngaphansi kwayipi iunit kodwa ke engangikutsheliwe nje ukuthi ke yena ke kukhona ke awaye bazike noma ke ukuthi abantu uhlobo oluthizeni kwabantu ke labo ke abasebenza noma bahlanganiswa ke nezinto ke ezihlangene nezinto zesintu imithi ukuthi ke abe nama interview noma inhlolo khono nabo ke ingakho ke ngishilo ukuthi ke uma ngabe ngithola ucingo ke ubuya kuyena uGeneral Muthiba engitshela ke ukuthi cha uCaptain loyo ke uyena ke manje osezophenya ke mina angibuye.
That's why I wanted this court to hear what happened when I was called with Modise to Advocate Jauke.
Ingakho ke bengifisa ukuthi ke lenkantolo izwe ukuthi kwenzekani ke ngesikhathi engabizwa ngaso mina ke naye uGeneral Modise sibizwa uAdvocate uJauke.
Well, you testify that you think that Colonel Buthelezi was from the cult unit. Brigadier Gininda testified on the 17th of October 2024, page 9, line 3, when asked as to which units Warrant Officer Makubo and Colonel Buthelezi were attached, he testified as follows. Mr. Gininda, yes. Warrant Officer Makubo was from the DPCI, I think in Germiston. Lieutenant Colonel Buthelezi was a captain then. She's from this psychologist unit, I think in Pretoria.
I'm no dispute that, my lord.
Lana ke umshushisi ufakazi bakhe uBrigadier Gininda bange 17 ku October 2024. Uma ebuzwa ke ingabe wawazi yini ukuthi ke babebuya kuyiphi ke iunit noma ke basebenza ngaphansi koluphi ke uhlaka Mr. Gininda yebo uwarrant officer Makhubo yena ke wayebuya eDPCI ngicabanga ukuthi ke eGermiston uLieutenant Colonel Buthelezi waye ucaptain ngaleso sikhathi leso wayebuya ke kule unit esebenza ke ngezihlangene ke nezomqondo noma ke ezengqondo psychology unit ngicabanga ukuthi ke ePitoli uthi ke uGeneral yebo angeke ngikuphikise lokho.
Now, General, is it correct that the team that you supervised that was headed by the late Brigadier Modise and the team of Colonel Buthelezi, for the want of a better word, held different views as to how the crime was committed?
General, ngabe kuqiniso yini ukuthi ke ithimba leli wena owawulihola elali umuntu ke owayephambili kulona ke ku Brigadier Modise naleli ke elaliholwa uLieutenant Colonel Buthelezi ukuthi ke nani ngakhulumi ke into eyodwa nani khuluma okwahlukahlukene ngokuthi icala leli lenzeka kanjani.
My Lord, remember that when I was saying that I was in charge of the team, my team told me that, now, you know what, everybody, including Buthelezi, they are saying somebody in the house is the one who shot.
Okay. Ukhumbuleke ukuthi manje ke wonke umuntu ke kulaba ke ngambahola babethi ke kuhlanganisa naye ke uButhelezi ukuthi ke bacabanga ke ukuthi kwakunomuntu ke kulaba ke ababengaphakathi owadubula.
And I don't know where they get the information.
Angazi ukuthi lokho bakuthola kuphi.
But our team believed that there were two people who went in that house.
Kodwa ke elami ithimba lona lalithi kunabantu ababili abangena kulo yamuzi.
Yeah, just General, just to clarify this aspect, the team that you supervise, that was led by Brigadier Modise, believed that they were intruders. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yebo leli thimba mina ngangilihola ke ekwaku uModise wayephambili kulona ke lalikholwa ukuthi ke kunabantu ababili abangena endlini.
But the team, in quotes, of Colonel Buthelezi were of the view that the person who shot the deceased was inside the house.
I want to repeat, my Lord, as I said, I received a call from Lieutenant General Mutiba, who was my provincial commissioner, who said, Lishaban, you have interviewed Mtokozisi. Do not go and interview that person. And okay.
Nanje mangishilo ke ngifisa ukuphinda ukuthi ke ngathola ucingo olwalubuya kuyena ke uGeneral Mutiba ukuthi nanje ngoba usukhulumile noMthokozisi musa kuqhubeka uhambe uyokhuluma nalo yamuntu.
Yes.
Because, my Lord, they said she's about to crack the case. And then that's why I said later on when I went back, myself and Brigadier Modise, we were called to go to the home of Advocate Chauke.
Ila khona ke angitshela khona ke ukuthi nje seseduze ukuthi ke manje afike ke emaphethekweni noma ke atholeke lokhu bekade kufunakala ngalo icala ingakho ke nishilo ke ukuthi ila esabizwa khona ke mina ke naye uBrigadier Modise ukuthi ke siye endlini yakhe uAdvocate uChauke.
Knowing Advocate Chauke, we went there.
Ngokumazi ke uAdvocate uChauke impela ke saya lapho.
General, I'm sorry. What we trying to establish is the following: the team that you supervise, the very experienced team consisting of seasoned senior detective, was of the view that the person who shot, or the persons, that they were intruders. Is that correct?
Yes, my Lord.
Engifuna ke ukukwazi kuwena nomukuzwa kuwena General ukuthi ke ithimba leli ke ekwakuyithimba ke lamaphoyisa amkantshubomvu lona ke lalikholwa ukuthi ke umuntu ke owadubula noma ke kunabantu abangena lapho
During which the deceased was then shot.
Yes.
La khona ke umufi wadutshulwa yebo.
Now, what we're trying to establish from you is that the team or the component that was that Colonel Buthelezi formed part of, what was their view regarding how the crime was committed?
Let me say, Buthelezi herself, she told whoever. Remember, I was told by General Mutiba. I want to repeat. I think I'm repeating for the third time that General Mutiba said, General Lishaban, come back because the people from prosecution, they are saying there is a captain who's about to solve the case. And I don't know why you were reluctant when I wanted to tell you about what happened for the court at the house of Advocate Chauke.
Ukhumbuleke lana ukuthi ke ngathola ucingo olabuya kuyena ke uGeneral Muthiba engitshela ke ukuthi ke kuno captain noma ke iqembu leli ke labashushisi lithi ke kuno captain seduze ukuthi ke icala leli ke alixazulule ngakho ke buya Musa ke uqhubeka uhambe yokhuluma ke naloyo ubuzoyokhuluma naye angazi ke kungani ungafuni ke ukuthi ke angisho ukuthi kwenzekani ngesikhathi ke esasisendlini yakhe uadvocate uChauke.
Sir, can I refer you to your affidavit, General, Exhibit ZZZ in brackets 11, paragraph 3. It's on the first page. It reads as follows. It is important to mention that while I was involved in the investigation of Senzo Meyiwa with my team, we were of the view that indeed 2 people killed Senzo Meyiwa. No, I'm sorry. That indeed 2 people came into the house and one of them shot and killed Senzo Meyiwa.
Fundeka ngalendlela ke uparagraph 3 westatement sika general kusemqoka ke ukusho ukuthi ke ngesikhathi ke ngangiseyingxenye yophenyo lalo icala lika Senzo kanye nethimba lami sasinovo thina ke lokuthi ngempela abantu ababili bangena endlini omunye wabo wadubula wabulala uSenzo Meyiwa.
Yes, my lord.
Yebo Nkosi.
Thank you. There was also a second view that suggested that the deceased was shot by the witnesses or one of the people who were inside the house and that no one came into the house to rob them.
Lalukhona ke novo lesibili olwaluthi ke umufi wadutshulwa wabulawa owadutshulwa ke ofakazi nokuthi ke omunye wabo labo ababesendlini ke omunye wabo labo ababesendlini nokuthi ke akekho umuntu owangena noma abantu abangena bezobabamba inkunzi.
It is true, my lord, because of why also during consultation this view I told Advocate Baloyi.
Kuyiqiniso ngosenkantolo ngoba ke loluvo lolu ke ngesikhathi ke engangise office lakhe uAdvocate Baloyi ngamtshela.
Let me tell the court that the view that there are some people who are saying that somebody is involved there is when I received a call from the provincial commissioner who said, Lishaban, according to the prosecution, they are saying there's a captain who's having information about Tumelo and they're about to solve it. And it's what I told you, my advocate, and it's where we came back. And when we came back, that weekend following day is where I was called by Advocate Chauke and also I was with Modise. Where when he went there, he said, remember, Advocate Chauke is a principled man. It's the one we trusted. Because I wanted to explain what happened, my advocate.
Yes, General,
because
please.
why? If you would prevent me from telling the court, I don't know why. And it's so simple. I just want to give you, as a prosecutor, to know what happened.
Yes. Look, your defense team can take that up. What we want to find out from you is what is stated in your own statement. It goes further. Myself and my team did not agree with the second view, as it was clear, based on the investigation, that at least 2 people came into the house.
Lana ke ukhumbuleke ukuthi okwenzeka ngathola ucingo ke olaluthi ke manje asibuyeke ngoba ke abashushisi babethi kuno captain osemaduzeke ukuthi nje afinyeke emaphethelweni alo uphenyo laleli cala leli. Ngakho ke ingakho ke bengifisa ukuthi ke angiqhubeke ngoba ke sase sibizwa ukuthi asiyeke endlini yakhe ke uChauke ukhumbuleke uChauke noma advocate Chauke umuntu ke sasimethemba indoda ke eqotho le kodwa ke uyangivimba ukuthi ngikwenze lokho. Iyaqhubeka ke istatement sakho sithi ke mina ke kanye nethimba lami asizange sivumelane novo lesibili lokuthi ke ngoba ke kwakucacileke uma ngabe sibheka ke lona uphenyo ukuthi ke kwakunabantu ababili abangena endlini.
That's why I went to KZN, so that if I can get a view from these two best friends of Senzo, I can get the truth.
Ingakho ke ngathatha isinqumo sokuthi ke angiye eKZN ngoba ke uma ngabe ngingathola ke noma ngingakhuluma ke nalabo ababili ke ekwaku abangani bakhe ke umufi noma ke uSenzo ila iqiniso ngizolithola khona.
This was supported by eyewitnesses who saw suspects running away from the Khumalos.
Yes, my lord.
Lokhu ke kwakwesekwa ke ofakazi abayibonela ababona ke abasola begijima ke noma bebaleka ke ukusuka kwaKhumalo. Yebo ngosenkantolo.
General, you testify that Lieutenant Colonel Buthelez's team, if one can put it that way, said you and Constable Zungu are jeopardizing their case. Is that correct?
My lord, I did not say the team of Buthelezi and Makubu. I said very clearly that Constable Zungu, when he left my place at the Torpo, he was called by Makubu and Buthelezi. Is what I said. And
yes.
When we were there, and I even told you this when we were busy with the consultation, is where, according to Zungu, he said, you know what, Lishaba, Makubu and Buthelezi, they are saying, me as Zungu and you as Lishaba, you are protecting the Khumalos people.
Angaze ngisho ke ukuthi ke lana ithimba lika Buthelezi lathi ke thina ke siphazamisana nomsebenzi wabo noma uphenyo lwabo engikushilo ukuthi ke ngesikhathi ke uZungu ehamba ke la noma kumina ke eKlorkop wase ebizwa ke uyena ke uMakhubu noButhelezi uma esebuyela kumina ke noma esengazisa ukuthi kwenzekani lapho uyangitshela ke ukuthi ke uMakhubu noButhelezi bathi mina Constable Zungu kanye nawe Lishabane sivikela abakwaKhumalo.
That's where I said, you know what, Zungu, if they are saying that, leave them.
Ila engathi khona ke uyazini iZungu uma ngabe besho kanjalo bayeke.
Luckily enough, within some weeks, I was phoned by Brigadier Gininda.
Kodwa ke kwathi ke kwisikhathi nje samaviki ila khona ke uGininda waxhumana nami.
This way he told me to say, General Shaban, one of your constable at your cluster, he was with the office of the National Commissioner referring to me, and I took over from him. Now, take note that I'm doing this investigation.
La angitshela khona ke ukuthi ke kuno constable la osebenza khona ke noma ku office lakho ngitholeke ucingo obuya ke ku office lakhe ke uNational Commissioner ukuthi ke manje usendlulisele kumina ke ngifuna ke wazi ukuthi ke ukusukela manje ke imina ke umuntu ozoqhubeka nophenyo lolu.
From that moment, my lord, I was very much happy.
Ukusukela ngaleso sikhathi ke ngosenkantolo ngangijabule kakhulu.
Now, your remark when you learned that Colonel Buthelezi and Warrant Officer Makubo say that you're trying to protect the did you say Kelly Khumalo?
Kelly Khumalo. Yeah.
Your comment was that if they don't believe that they were people who enter the house, they will hit the brick wall. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wasuthi wena-ke ngesikhathi noma uma besho lokho-ke ukuthi-ke uma bona bengakholwa ukuthi kunabantu abangena-ke lapho ilapho-ke bazoshayiseka khona-ke obondeni.
Because
Yebo.
Zungu was told by his own close relative.
Ngoba uZungu watshelwa isihlobo sakhe asondelene kakhulu naso.
And the case was never solved until Zungu came to me.
Futhi-ke icala alikaze libe noxazululwa-ke kwaze kwayisikhathi uZungu eza kimi.
There was no movement of the case until Zungu came to me.
Kwakungekho-ke ukuthi-ke icala nje kunala eliya khona-ke kwaze kwayisikhathi la uZungu eza khona kumina.
The movement started when Zungu came in.
Ukuthi-ke manje kubonakaleke ukuthi-ke kunomnyakazo khona-ke kwaqala-ke uma ngabe uZungu engena noma-ke esebakhona.
Thank you, my lord.
Ngiyabonga Nkosi Madoda.
What do you make of Joyce Buthelezi's farewell message after hearing General Lishabani's testimony? Do you believe the investigation changed direction after attention shifted toward the people inside the House? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you appreciate fearless courtroom analysis and sharp commentary that challenges the official narrative, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time, stay alert, think independently, and follow the contradictions. I'm Skybridge. Goodbye.